Good evening, good day, good afternoon, and just good night for those who are sleeping. Welcome all to Mama Africa Show. I am so blessed to be here with you today. Good evening again to all the nature being and human beings all around the world. This is the Mama Africa Show coming to you live 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This show is for the people and the Africans in the diaspora, meaning Europe, USA, Asia, Antarctica, wherever you are. And of course, also friends of Africa are welcome. As I said again, this is Mama Africa Show. We're coming to you live from the Kilimanjaro studios. Yes. And today, I'm so happy to have a guest here that will blow your minds. So welcome again to Mama Africa Show. This is Mama Africa Show, and my name is Anna Mwalago, a.k.a. Mama Africa. And thank you and welcome to Mama Africa Show.
But because I am an immigrant, an alien, a foreigner. See, I speak the same words, comprehend the same
Our goal is always to build, to reignite, invigorate each other in the diaspora and beyond. We are here to make you feel good, entertain you, talk about inspiring conversations, talk about our strive, our thrive, and hustle in the diaspora. We are not really saying that we are stressed. We are saying we are blessed. And therefore, welcome to Mama Africa Show. My name again is Anna Mwalago, a.k.a. Mama Africa, and I'm happy, blessed to be here on the mic with you today. Let me say this. Hey, Baba Joe. Hey.
Yes, Anna.
Yes, today's show may go south. It may go north. It may go east, west, heaven and back. Because I have on the hot seat somebody that is an amazing master drama. And not only a master drama, but an intellectual of African culture. Not only that, I also call him a living ancestor. My friend, my Baba, the crazy elder, I call him. The one and only Baba Joseph Ngwa. This man, Baba Joseph, how many winters have you seen in America? Over 50?
Yes, over 50. This is my 40. In fact, my memory fails me in terms of the calculation. So
Yes.
I just tell them when I came to the United States and they can do the math. 1973, February.
I was not.
3rd.
You are kidding me, Baba Joe.
That's when I came here. February 3rd,
What?
1973.
I was not even born.
That's right.
You have today, Baba Joe, you have disclosed your secret. Every time I ask you, how old are you? You never tell me. I can calculate it.
Listen, that was when I came to the United States, not when I was born.
But I know I can calculate. I can go backwards. Let me say this. Well, Baba Joe has already started the show with some hot mess. 1973. Well, you're going to tell us, Baba Joe, how you have remained grounded in African cultural identity for all this time and still pushing on. How you have put up with the bigotry, with the uncouthness, with the ridiculousness, with the discrimination, and still came up on top. And I have to tell you, Baba Joseph is as quick with his tongue. Oh, it can cut you like a razor. And of course, he has such soft heart, which carries a bag of tricks. So today you are in for a show that is going to blow your mind. As I said, we are going to Africa, America, and coming back. And we are also going to be talking to you about mother tongue section, where you are going to say 2 proverbs in your mother tongue that are going to shake others and teach others a lesson. What did your mother used to tell you when you are growing young? So please don't go anywhere. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your baba, bring them all onto YouTube, MamaAfricaAnna, so we can listen, learn, and enjoy. And before we come back to news around the world, just be ready because there's a lot going on. This is Asante.
Shukurani kwa yote uliotenda, ndio maana tunasema wewe ni Mungu Baba. Twatoa shukurani kwa uhai maana tunasema wewe ni mama yetu. Twatoa shukrani kwa maisha yetu, ndo maana tunasema wewe Muumba yote. Twasema asante kwa mema yote, ewe Baba. Umetufariji na mema yote, ewe Baba. Twasema asante, asante. Twasema asante Mungu Baba, asante. Twasema asante, asante. Twaruka asante, twaruka asante. Twaimba asante, asante. Twaimba asante, imba asante. Tumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa yote.
All right. We are back. That was Asante. Of course, that is my song in my next album that's coming up. And that's a song just giving thanks to God. Saying to God, we thank you. We thank you, Almighty Father, Mother God, for each and every blessing you have given us. Well, what our difference a new president makes. That's my news around the world. And I'm going to pick this news from BBC News by Mallory Mock-N, who says 15 things Trump and his team did this week. And I'm not wasting any time. The third week of Donald Trump's second term has been marked by more major action from the U.S. president and his team. Number one, propose the U.S. takeover of Gaza. Let me just say, any forced deportation of civilians will be a violation of international law. So I don't know what the man is talking about. Let's go to number two. Plan to put thousands of USAID staff on leave. This already has started, and a lot of different countries in the developing world are feeling the pain, not only in America, but there, because why? Many of the funds which were allocated by USAID to help in different developmental programs from HIV and AIDS have now been put on, freeze. So, number three, impose tariffs on China and pulled back threats on neighbors. Number four, pressed ahead with plan to incentivize federal workers to resign. This is crazy. Number five, sanction the International Criminal Court. Number six, ordered strikes against the Islamic State group in Somalia. Number seven, withdrew from the United Nations institutions. Trump also took action to end U.S. involvement in several UN institutions. On Tuesday, Trump signed an executive order withdrawing the U.S. from the main UN agency for Palestinian refugees, or the UNRWA, of which Israel has been highly critical. Number eight, sent first plane of deportees to Guantanamo. The U.S. sent the first group of migrants to Guantanamo Bay on Tuesday after Trump announced plans to expand migrant detention at the U.S. Navy base in Cuba. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, said the detainees were part of the Tren de Aragua, a gang that originated in Venezuela prisons. 10 detainees were sent, CBS reported, citing multiple U.S. officials. The move came after Trump ordered that an exiting migrant detention facility at the base be expanded to hold some 30,000 people. And that's just number 8. Number 9, demanded Ukraine provide rare earth resources. Number 10, banned transgender competitors from women's sports. Number 11, released water from dams in California. Number 12, this man is on a roll, announced task force to tackle anti-Christian bias. I have not finished. Number 13, intervened in a dispute in the golf world. Oh, that is, the man liked to play golf. Number 14, removed climate change mentions from government websites. Number 15, increased access for Musk Doge, some Department of Government Efficiency, something that Elon Musk is in charge. The Trump administration also gave members of Doge an initiative to shrink the federal government led by tech billionaire Musk. Access to the federal payment system that controls the flow of trillions of dollars in funds every year, U.S. media reported. Reports suggested members of Doge, which is not an official government department, were granted access to a U.S. Treasury Department system containing the sensitive information of millions of Americans. Need I say more? Well, the man is on a roll. Well, we'll come back to that, but let's even go to another news, Baba Joe. This one is about the M23. Rwanda-backed rebels taking over Democratic Republic of Congo in the provincial capital of Goma, which lies close to the border with Rwanda. And then, of course, our last news for today is Grammy Award news, where Teams, lady from Nigeria, wins Best African Music Performance. And they say Nigerian singer Teams saw off the likes of Yemi Alade and Burna Boy and Wizkid to take home the Best African Music Performance Grammy for her hit, Love Me JJ. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Baba Joe?
Yes.
It's a handful.
Listen, I am so proud of Nigeria,
Uh-huh.
even though it is in a mess. But again, within the mess is jewels and diamonds.
Yes.
Because shame on our brothers and sisters in South Africa. They need to wake up from the apartheid or post-apartheid days.
Why are you saying that?
Well, they rejected their sister from Nigeria during the war period. That's a disgrace to Africa.
It is.
But I know that, like my brother, what is his name? The name escapes me, but it will come back shortly. He said they are still suffering from post-apartheid trauma.
I'm telling you, but you know what? It's not all of them. I got some good people from South Africa, so it's just
no,
yes.
I'm not. When I say those that are not working yet,
yes.
But South Africa is on the rise.
I'm telling you,
It's just that bad news travel faster than good news, and you always get the bad before the good.
Yes. What do you think about what's going on in Congo, Goma, with M23 taking over Goma?
See, Congo is dear to my heart.
Yes.
Because the icons of African music were from there, and I performed with them here when they visited the United States back in the 80s.
Yes.
Luambo Makiedi, the owner of OK Jazz.
TP OK Jazz.
TP 2%. Almighty OK Jazz.
Yes.
Franco Makiedi. Oh boy!
So I'm talking to an elder here, in so many ways.
And then Tabule Roshiro.
That's why I'm calling you a living ancestor.
Yes, and then late Dr. Nico, who called himself the god of the guitar.
And then, of course, we have our Patrice Lumumba, the leader of Congo.
Listen,
yes.
I read about him when I was in elementary school. Everything, Joseph Kasavubu, Moise Chombe, those traitors.
Yes.
They are still there now.
I'm telling you.
That's why Congo is going through what it is, because Congo is the heart of Africa.
Yes.
And if the heart is sick, the whole continent is sick.
It's sick. That's true. Yes.
And we're going to do something about the Congo.
Yes, we have to do something about the Congo.
Pray.
But let me say this. Let's go back to America. The old orange man is back. What do you have to say? 15 days, less than 3 weeks, and he has done 15 things. Shifted. Is it called a catastrophic shift?
He is the president of confusion. He raised up a lot of dust.
Yes.
So you can go there, you sniff whatever you sniff.
Yes.
Get into your eye, into your nose, into your ears.
I tell you. And that's why we are here to break down today. I mean, there is so much shift. There is so, as you call it,
seismic shifts.
Yes. That are taking place in the world right now. Until you're asking yourself, what's going on?
See, nothing happens on this planet without God's acquiescence.
Yes.
So either way you take him, there is something that he's doing that needs to be done at this point in time, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
Okay. He has to shake things up and move things from the conventional and complacent.
Yes.
Especially to us in Africa. I like what he is doing.
Wow. Well, you like what God is doing, or what Trump is doing?
God is doing through Trump.
Oh no, you did not say that. Well, let's not go there first.
Yes.
I just want to introduce you, Baba Joseph. You know, we cannot start the show without me saying who is here. I have here with me my dear friend. I have known Baba Joseph for over 15 years. More than that, here in the United States of America. And you know, when Baba Joseph laid his eyes on me, I was a young pekin. Now I'm an old woman. And we used to drum together. We drummed together at the World Bank, at the IMF. We have been everywhere. You are drumming, I'm dancing. So today we also give them a test of the drum.
The one who orchestrated the first Bukowitz, the president of the World Bank at that time, when we were there.
Yes.
He came walk in when we would do a reception for him, was departure,
Yes.
he walked straight up to my drum and played it.
Uh-huh.
I said, well, you touch this drum, it may be a blessing or your damnation.
Well, I have to give, that. And before even I go there, also I want to say about this. You are a member of Kankouran African Dance Company. You also performed for Nelson Mandela. Ah, man, the legends of music, Franco Tabule.
Yes.
We were together when you performed for Chinua Achebe.
Yes.
We performed together for when Open the Floor for Hugh Masekela.
Yes.
And you recently also performed for Dr. Arikana Chihobore.
Yes.
Arikana Chihobore. And of course, you
Right.
are also a cultural aftercare Baba at Shirley Chisholm Elementary School.
Yes.
So welcome, Baba Joseph. And before we even go further, the disclaimer is that this show has nothing to do with Howard University. This show is all about what Anna Mwalago and her guest are about to speak about, and nothing else but just that. So Baba Joseph, I want to welcome you today. Welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure to be here, and I thank you because, where do I even begin? This is prophecy manifesting itself right before my eyes, and I'm so glad that I am blessed to see and witness the vision that I was given to drum down and drum up into manifestation. This studio, you and other generation X across Africa
Yes.
are standing up to take their rightful place because I, quote unquote, summoned them to come, and they're here, and
Yes.
I've been blessed to see and taste the fruits of my labor and sacrifice.
I'm telling you, Baba Joe, so we are starting right ahead. I'm saying you just told us, so I don't need to ask you again. You have seen 70, oh my goodness. You have seen 50 winters in America. You are here in 1973. Some of us, we were not even born.
That's right.
Baba Joseph, what made you come to America?
Well, a big question. Before we go there,
Yes.
let us take a minute and then acknowledge
Yes.
our ancestors, pay
Yes.
tribute and honor them.
Yes.
Those who came here on ships, and then those who didn't make it, whose spirits are still yearning for recognition and appreciation
Yes.
under the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
And then those who have made contact with me from the slave era.
Yes.
They contact me to tell their story. And that's something for another day.
Yes.
But let's take a minute and invoke their presence so that you guide us to this interview and bless all your listening audiences.
Amen.
So their
Amen.
ears may
Amen.
be
Amen.
pricked,
Yes.
their brains stimulated,
Yes.
so they can absorb whatever comes through.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
So if something comes through, you don't like it, don't come after Baba.
Let me tell you, the floor is yours, the air is yours. Go ahead.
Take it to the source.
Yes.
We're going to start with what we call a libation. This time I'm going to do it on the drum
Yes.
to acknowledge our ancestors. Are you all there? Are you getting it? Okay.
And I'm waiting for the talking drum, right?
Press the subscribe button and then let your comments flow.
Yes.
We want to get some feedback from you
Yes.
as
Yes.
to how you are being impacted by this show.
Yes.
Like we say in Ghana, Ghana won't ye? Ghana, are you listening? That's the days of Nkrumah. Ghana, won't you? From there, we'll go to northern Nigeria. This is Radio Television Kaduna. All right, takes you back. That's enough, Anna.
Yes. You know, Baba Joseph, something that happens when you play that music, that I just find myself in an African forest. And I'm just, it's because one thing I like, anytime I wake up, I like to do meditation. And when you do meditation with something that resonates with you, you feel like you have walked into other ages and then came back with the message. So the message has been loud and clear. If somebody has not heard it, you are about to break it down. So what experiences did you get yourself into when you came to America? What was the most shocking discriminatory experience?
Before we go there, let me say I didn't come to America to be a drummer.
I know. It's down there, Baba Joe. I'm going to ask you.
Boy. That's a long session.
Yes.
I'm going to go. But I was at Howard University as a pre-med student, chemistry minor and biology major.
What?
And the ancestors came and shut it down.
I said, no, then they said, no way, you ain't doing this.
Listen, each time we came out for class transition.
Yes.
And this campus was so segregated. Caribbean students, they congregate, go their own way. African students go their own way. And African American students go their own way. And I stand up there in the middle of that library.
Yes. Is it, are you right there at the yard, right there?
Yeah, right there. And I said, was stunned. Something was not right. And what I was hearing in my heart was drums. My heart was beating the drums right there. And as they told me, what is going to bring our people together is the drum. And right now, everybody has awakened thanks to Kankouran with Papa San.
Yes.
He came here and they gave me a picture, a description of who was coming from Africa. And Papa San came. And make a long story short, I was with late Baba Melvin Deer.
Yes.
So when Papa San came, I moved over to work with him, and we have been together since 1982.
Wow. You have been at Kankouran?
Yes.
Wow.
And we started our Logan Community School behind Union Station. And we're still going today. And right now, African culture is the standard everywhere in this country and around the world. And Papa San travels all over the world.
Yes.
With his long, teeny feet.
Yes.
Dancing and teaching Africa.
But are you trying to say that the ancestors did not want you to be a med student? You could have been healing souls. The ancestors did not want you to become Baba Joseph, you are just lazy.
They told me, are you sure?
You realize
they told me I am not going to be prescribing drugs. The kind of healing I was going to be ministering to the people is going to be global, cosmic, and universal. And it's going to be transformative.
So you are saying that your dream was never to be a master drummer. It was not yours.
Hell or heaven, no.
Wow. So if it was not your dream, but right now you have been doing it for over 50 years.
And it's like quicksand. The more I try to get out of it, the deeper I sink into it.
I know. But what are you trying to say? Therefore, you are saying that it's something that you are not happy with doing, or now you have decided, let the ancestors' will be done.
It's not my cup of tea. I had better ideas for myself, so I thought. I want to be a bourgeois Negro.
But there was no time for that. They did not let that happen.
They told me you can try, but I am not in charge of myself. They control me. I don't tell them what to do.
But that's what I want to talk to you about, because Baba Joseph, this show today is about the spiritual messages, the cultural spiritual messages, the messages in this time. And you're already starting with the ancestors, because my next question is, do you consider yourself a Christian, African spiritual man, a religious, do you subscribe to a religious faith,
All of the above. Because what is the name of your show?
Mama Africa.
Good.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
You think you got that just out of thin air?
No.
I'm working with you. They told me Mama Africa is the continent of Africa. It's
Yes.
called Mother Africa.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Say, pick up that drum and drum me back into power.
So the
And
ancestors, the African ancestors.
The vision they gave me was like a mighty wave rising from the south of the Atlantic Ocean, the tip of South Africa,
Yes.
rising like a mighty wave
Uh-huh.
flowing northwards.
Yes.
Guess who the fulfillment of that vision was?
Who?
Dr. Arikana.
Aha. So your work paid off
Big time.
big time.
So I'm not regretting.
You're not
so
regretting.
I see what the ancestors showed me.
Uh-huh.
And then you name your show Mama Africa.
Yes.
That is not a coincidence.
Yes.
That is who I am born to serve.
I like what you said, because my next question was like, do you have any regrets? Which I will answer again. I will ask you in another way before, because I know you are saying you don't have any regrets. But now, since you are saying you subscribe to all, you are a Christian, you are African spiritual man, you are, you may call yourself a Buddhist, you also practice African spirituality. How do you find the balance, Because sometimes when you come here in this country and you are torn between culture, you're torn between trying to survive, the Monday to Friday, the mundane, and, people pulling you from left to right. You maybe find yourself, I need to go be with the Christians, because the Christians, I can get, and I need to be, because even now we discriminate upon ourselves. Sometimes people who come from Africa and they land here and they came with their lot of culture, they start saying, no, that's devilish, that's witchcraft, that's wrong. How do you balance that and still feel like, you're okay?
You balance that by understanding divine science, cosmogony. Because everything begins with God. God is a master supernatural, even beyond description. We can't even fathom the science of God. Because everything on this planet and other planets beyond, there is a power behind it that makes this thing happen. So if you understand that, it says from the Bible, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. If you don't know the truth, you'll be in bondage due to your ignorance.
So what is the truth?
And then Jesus Christ taught that my people, in the Bible, it says my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Yes.
When you are knowledgeable, you have no issue. You just have a supernatural understanding of the phenomena of divine manifestation. So you see, everything has its place.
Yes.
Within the context of
But you see,
creation.
people will say they are knowledgeable about Christianity and they'll quote you the Bible from left to right. But when you tell them about their culture, say, for example, a person who is from Kenya, Taita, and you say, the Taita people, they used to practice something called, kutasa, which was about African spirituality, Taita spirituality with drumming and music. They say, that's witchcraft. But that's knowledge too. How do you tell those people to take it all?
Anna,
Yes.
That is deep.
Yeah.
See, Africa has been damaged by colonialism.
Yes.
Okay. Our ancestors had no issue with manifesting their divinity. They were gods and they knew it.
Yes.
They could interface between this world and the spiritual world with
Baba Joe.
with
no issue.
No qualms.
Yes.
But when the Europeans, God knows exactly what happened, invaded, and the Arabs invaded Africa with another dimension of corruption.
Yes.
Because the world is Africa. Africa is the world.
Yes.
Everything started from Africa, and everything is going to end back on the continent.
Yes.
Trust me. Look at what's happening now.
Yes, that's what we're coming to right now.
Everybody's trying to jump into Africa. If Africa was such a despicable place like they want us to believe,
yes,
and we are savages and primitives, and
as they said, yes,
then why would you leave your ivory tower of civilization and high knowledge and go into the jungle to look for what?
Speak.
What are you looking for?
What are you looking
You
for?
have everything for you. It's
Yes.
good for you.
Yes.
And then you intended to go and then go around these primitive and savages who are ignorant and stupid.
For what?
And you
Yes.
are the fountain, you are epitome of knowledge and wisdom.
But you
You
come
should
to,
have stayed in your place
Yes.
there and left those people alone.
yes, but you
So
have,
that begs the question.
yes,
Do you really know who you are and what you're going to Africa for?
yes.
Tell the truth.
Yes, and now that with that knowledge, can Africans understand how powerful they are? Because they are not only coming for our resources, but they are coming for our culture. They are coming for our knowledge. They're even coming for our own
They
beauty.
want everything. If they
Yes.
could eat us
Yes, they
to
would.
become to eat us, they would become. The thing is,
Yes, uh-huh.
Jesus said, "You are of the devil, the father of all lies." You come to Africa and spin the narrative or pen the narrative with lies. Perfection in lying.
Nice.
The art of lying.
Yes.
So who is the master of lying?
But Jesus did not say that we are the devils. That's what you're saying. You say, who did Jesus call the devil?
He called us certain people. My biblical knowledge fails me because I'm not a Bible scholar. He said, "You are of the devil, the father of all lies." I don't know who he was talking to. Some, I think it was the Pharisees, or I don't know who. But
Yes, it was the Pharisees. Yes,
yeah, the father of all lies, because they were disingenuous,
That's
cunning.
very true. That's very true. Yeah,
and they never mean what they say.
And you know, Jesus said, "You'll know them by their fruits."
By their fruits, you shall know them.
Yes.
There you
by
go.
their fruits you shall know them.
Yeah.
If that tree does not bear good fruits, then that is a bad tree.
And then there's an axe waiting under it.
Yes. to get it chopped. But see, that's the thing. So I wanted us to start there for African people here in America right now to realize how powerful they are. You know, there was a day I was listening, I was watching something, and it talked about that we human beings are stardust. But do you know that people don't understand that the same minerals that stars have, we have? Did you know that?
Of course.
And yes.
Listen, if the Dogon people in Mali,
yes,
there's one sage in Mali called Ogotemele. He wore tattered clothes, and he could describe Sirius B stars looking down.
Yes.
And these people went and documented everything he said. The thing that they used microscopes and to see the stars.
Yes,
They could describe it without even looking up in the heavens.
Yes, and they said they were twin stars, but the European denied that until when now the technology became so good that they used, and they actually said the Dogon people were right.
And they don't never give Africa acknowledgement for what they have learned at the feet of African master teachers.
Yes.
Europe is the baby of Africa.
Yes.
Our ancestors told them that you Greeks, you are children.
Yes. So with all that being said, now we are at this moment. And that's what I'm saying now. What are the ancestors trying to tell us? You know, we are dealing with, it's almost like through Donald Trump, through what's going on in Burkina Faso, Niger, Kenya, Sudan, the ancestors are speaking, Baba Joe.
Loudly.
Yes, they are saying something.
And the issue is, are their children listening? Which is why this show is so important.
Yes.
That you prick up your ears and pay attention.
Yes.
And how do you pay attention? Get up in the morning, stand in front of the mirror, stand there for a few more minutes and look and see who is looking back at you and pray, and you see the ancestors' energy welding up in you and make you start to grow and expand.
Yes.
Brain-wise.
Yes.
Your secretary, internal secretary, your
mind, your soul,
mind, your physiology.
Yes.
Both physical and spiritual physiology.
Yes.
And chemistry.
Yes.
Begin to work out. You get, in other words, the ancestors begin to charge up.
Yes.
And that's what's happening with Generation X.
And Generation Z, because they are waking up, and especially, for example, in Kenya, the General Z, is it Gen Z? They came out and they said they did not want any kind of nonsense. They want a righteous government, you know. And it's happening everywhere, because now people have seen the veil of colonialism is out. because we are the product of brainwash. I myself, when we got that education was
miseducation.
Yeah, we were miseducated. But now, thanks God to technology, thanks God to more books out there. That's why they want to cancel the books, because there is so much information there that says, Africa, you are the cradle of man. You are the ones who have been holding this whole earth.
Yes.
And so wake up. And so that's why
Exactly.
there's this lady. I don't know if you saw the lady who came out and she said, I don't know why Africans are so upset that Donald Trump has cut all the aid, but that's what we need. And did you see that? Yes.
Yes, and I agree with Donald Trump.
You agree with Donald Trump?
Could it?
Please explain.
Well, it is said that when a man refuses you food in Africa, you will learn how to carry a hoe and go to the farm and get a farm for yourself. We see what they call aid is not really aid.
No.
Just like what they call here welfare. See, when a person gives you something, it cripples your ability. Notice we say that necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
And when somebody feeds you all the time, you get lazy.
But even when they are feeding you with poison.
Of course.
And they are taking so much from you and giving you bare bones.
That is why we Kool-Aid.
Yes.
They give you Kool-Aid.
That's sugar.
To sedate you, so
Yes.
you become incapacitated.
Yes.
You can't function as a normal person who wants to be independent and use your faculties to develop yourself and do things for yourself.
So you are saying Donald Trump is a blessing to Africa?
Yeah.
Ha!
Affirmative.
You have
And I want him to crack the whip some more.
That's Baba Joe. That is Baba Joe. Let me just go to some of the comments here. I think it's somebody said very nice. That is Mr. Kaba. I think said nice. Natale just said we don't learn about Africa in U.S. education system. And also said, Baba Joseph, how did your family react to your practicing African traditional spirituality? Natalege is asking that question. Can you please answer that from Natalege? Natalege, let me ask you again. How did your family react to your practicing African traditional spirituality? Baba Joe.
Listen, that one is a very pointed question.
Come on, you got to answer that.
It's like a rhetorical question because the person must know something. Because I grew up as a Christian. My father was a pastor.
No way.
That's right.
No way.
Yeah. And my mother, she freaked out when I went home after 25 years to see her, and one of the elders had passed away. And my big brother, who was a teacher,
yes,
we went for the funeral home service, and I strapped myself very well with traditional regalia. My mother flipped.
She said, what is this?
And me and my brother too was the same way, but he came around to start as a teacher.
Yes.
He knew the value of culture.
Yes.
But my mother was a super Christian. And by the way, the reason why I am a drummer is because my mother took me to church 4 a.m. in the morning, put me on her back. I was sleepy.
Yes.
She'd be hitting that drum in the church with one hand and chanting. I didn't realize what she was doing.
Yes. She was trying to put you to bed.
She was consecrating me to God. It only dawned on me when I came over here and the drum caught up with me. That drum thing caught up with me. And God told me, that's the work of your mother.
But if your mother baptized you with the drum, why did she have a problem with you now becoming an African spirituality? Because she was also into the colonial mindset. Is that
because the Christians in Africa, everywhere under colonialism, they were taught to split or abuse or ignorantly to win away them from the fetish, primitive superstition.
Yes.
That's the language they use to destroy our culture.
Yes, that's true.
Deception.
Yes.
And because they say, in one place, they said, those explorers, say, if we can teach the African, because they know God, they know everything better than us. It is in their documentary.
Oh, wow.
I don't know which the name is. The 1845.
If we can, because they know God,
Said we can't teach them anything. They know everything already.
Yes.
The only thing we can gain over them is to con them. Talk about master deceivers.
Yes.
Con people.
Yes.
They are good at their game.
Yes.
But our people are catching up now.
Catching up, yes.
And we're exposing them,
Yes.
showing,
Yes.
flip the screen and show them, look at yourself in the mirror.
This
Look at
is
what you've done.
Yes.
So we can teach them to believe that what we have to give them is better than what they have. We got them for eternity.
Wow.
And they went to work on our minds.
And you know what the Bible says? My people perish because of lack of what?
Knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, there is somebody, one mic here says, colonizers fighting internally. And then James says, couldn't agree more with Trump either. In the first place, the leaders don't make any good use with the money apart from their own selfish gain. You have a follower here. This is awesome. Zambia is in the house.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Baba Joseph.
Zambia. Listen, I saw a picture of somebody in Zambia somewhere, and I thought that was, in fact, that's my duplicate self.
Yes. So, Baba Joseph, let me ask you,
Yeah.
is there a problem of somebody practice African spirituality and at the same time practicing Christianity at the same time? Because you do that.
If you know the truth, there is no conflict. You put everything within its context, because all those spirits exist because God put them into existence. Each one has their place within the cosmic manifestation. It's like medicine.
Yes.
Quinine or aspirin does not cure all diseases.
No.
Each disease has a particular prescription.
Yes.
And we have a lot of this.
Yes.
And I work with French doctors at the hospital at home.
Yes.
You told me that they were referring patients to each other. You would refer patients that European medicine could not cure
Yes.
to the traditional healers.
Yes.
And they would heal that person. And then some diseases that the traditional healers
Yes.
would send them to him.
Yes.
So they were exchanging knowledge, and which is what the world is all about,
And
really.
also, there's so many, Baba Joseph, as you keep talking, it's like the Bible is speaking to me. Because even Jesus said, if they are not against us, they are for us.
There you go.
There.
But let's talk about this Jesus. You don't really know who Jesus
Yes.
is?
Yes. Tell them.
Oh, Lord.
Can you please tell us?
Now, this is... They're not ready to hear this.
And please, we have some few minutes.
Now,
you can tell us. Yes.
I'm just going to give them a clue, and you go and do the research.
Yes.
Because put your brains to work.
Yes.
And like led fella Ransom Kuri of Afro Jazz
Yes.
legend, he said, teacher, don't teach me nonsense. We have been taught nonsense.
Yes.
From
all
birth
our lives. Yes.
till now.
Yes.
So I just tell them, when the storyline goes that he was taken into Egypt,
yes,
to hide them from Herod, how can you, if you are among your people, can you be identified? If you're anything other than the rest of the people, you can easily be sought out.
Yes.
That's one clue.
Okay. Yes.
Everybody
listen to Baba Joseph carefully.
Everything is there if you learn how to read and read between the lines and listen to your primordial DNA.
Yes.
Everything is encoded in our DNA. That's what we call ancestral knowledge.
Yes.
Because a lot of us lived back then. And we simply come back this time, reincarnated. And that ancient knowledge is encoded in our spiritual DNA.
That's very true.
So when you are activated and you are in tune, you begin to see the dichotomy and the fusion of the knowledge, and that there is really no discrepancy except you lack on. Bible says, get everything above all else, get on knowledge and understanding. Once you understand it, then everything would balance itself out.
Yes. And so he was taken, therefore, to Egypt.
And then the next minute, after the 3 years, he showed up as start performing miracles.
Because he was being taken back to his own.
And who was...
And we talk about Egyptians. This is not the current Egyptians. The Egyptians that we know, the black people like us. Yes.
Listen, ancient Egypt, that was the epitome of African, the zenith of African high science.
Yes.
And that is itself a child of Ethiopia and Nubia.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So before that, right now, a lot of things that are in Africa has been suppressed because we are not doing our own research. We are not making our own publications.
Yes.
In other words, knowledge is highly colonized.
That's true.
The books we read, they are not written by us.
And
the news media, the newspapers.
And when they are written by us, they say if you want to hide them, put them in a book.
There you go, because our people are not being conditioned not to read.
But we used to read. We
invented knowledge. How could you invent knowledge and not know how to read? We invented writing, everything.
Yes. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, Baba Joseph, if there is a person sitting right now in the house who's looking at themselves and thinking, oh, woe is me, Trump is done with me, oh, woe is me, life is bad, we can have to tell them, wake up, you are a black man or woman. You got the power, wake up.
You know what my son, Therese, said when he first came in?
Yes.
He looked at his people and said, debout. Debout in French means stand up.
Stand up, yes.
And he's been standing up for all of Africa and beyond.
That is the Burkina Faso guy?
That's my son.
Oh, that's your son. Baba Joseph is claiming so yes.
He's not here by accident.
No.
I told you Gen Z and Gen X.
Yes.
It manifested through him because what did Thomas Sankara say? You kill me, 1,000 more would rise.
Yes.
And they are rising. His prophecy.
And you know what I saw that I really enjoyed was the fact that when Ghana was they inaugurating the new president, he was there. So now the African Union is recognizing him as the president of Burkinabe. And you see, he's already pushing for Africa independence in each and every field. And that's what we need right now. And guess what? You are right. The opportune time is what? Now.
Africa's time is now.
Yes. I'm
talking because I'm old and I can take myself out of here anytime. But I say Gen Z and Gen X, their time is now and they are unstoppable.
Yes. And so I think I agree with you 100% that this is our time that we should support each other because there is no going back. As we were told, we are not going back. We are going, and also to understand that the life that we want is not going to be easy, but we have to push on. We have to push on. And even as I want to go on before we wrap this up, because you are saying, therefore, the signs is that it's time for Africa to rise.
Sure, because nothing is easy. Never has, never will be.
Yes.
You apply yourself, work hard, and then the rest will come.
Yes. I have one question from my Gen Z. Please, let us answer it. This is for you. He says, this is also my cousin. Yeah, my cousin, yes. He says, Portia says, and this is a Gen Z. He's 22, Baba Joe. You have touched a 22-year-old
Those
man.
are my kids.
Yes.
I love them.
Listen to his question. He said, between African spirituality and Christianity, which one should youth embrace? Which one should the youth embrace?
Okay. I use the word Sankofa.
Yes.
So go back to your future.
Yes.
Go back to your future.
Or is it go back and fetch it? That was in the past.
You can't go forward without knowing your past. That's what that means. Know the roots of your spirituality.
Yes.
And then you will understand how to put everything in context. I'll give you an example.
Yes.
When I was growing up, they had Christianized a lot of the people in my village, and then they were traditionalists and Christians. Some were so Christians that they are beyond Christians.
I know those ones. Yes, the ones that tell you are going to hell because the sanctified ones.
Yes,
the ones that don't. You know, there are those who don't even want to. There are those who don't want even to listen to the other side. Those are the ones you are talking about. Go ahead, Baba Joe. Go ahead. Let's finish up.
In short, when they come up from church, they go to their traditional houses and connect with their ancestors and do their rituals. You see?
Yes. So the fact that you can do both, and that's what one thing I wanted to say also is that Jesus did both. Jesus practiced this culture.
That's what I was going to tell you about the early part of his life that's omitted. They don't say it.
Yes, they don't say it, but it's
so
in the Bible.
You brought it up.
Yes.
Now, I'm losing my train of thought here. What is it now? Okay. Jesus did it.
He was circumcised. He went to the temple. He did everything that was according to the Jewish cultural aspect. And yet, when we do that, we are told, that's witchcraft. I'm not saying that you should witchcraft somebody, but I'm saying that pick the good from each culture.
Don't
pick the good from everything, even in faith.
Look at what's going on now with Christianity and all these televangelists.
Oh, yes.
I don't know, corrupt.
They are falling like grapes.
What is the difference between them and somebody who works the traditional science in a negative way?
Yes. No difference.
So not all that call me Jesus, or where I will enter the kingdom.
Enter the kingdom of heaven.
Okay.
Yes.
So some of those are already fallen right here.
Yes, we know them. We are hearing
so
about them.
So they're just as bad as the traditional healer who works the magic, the craft, the witchcraft in a negative way.
Yes.
If you abuse your power,
yes,
you are guilty of being an evil person, no matter where you are.
No matter where you are. Really Joseph, that is a wonderful way to end it. Before we come back with the mother tongue section, I hope that my viewers, I have really been touched by today's message, because one thing, it has made me believe and continue staying grounded in my cultural spirituality. Even though, yes, I am Christian, and even I want to say I am a follower of Jesus. Even that's the best way to say it. I also believe in the authenticity of my culture, because if it wasn't for my grandmothers, grandparents, great-grand, I will not be here. My story will not be told. So we should never forget where we come from.
Commandment go back to the Bible. It says, honor your father and your mother.
Yes.
What does father and mother mean? Honor your heritage.
Yes.
The process that brought you here is your mother and mother. Not talking about literally.
No.
When God says one thing, it means a lot. Honor the process that through which you came. You didn't drop straight down from heaven.
No.
That's your mother and father, the person that produced you.
Yes.
That their days may be long on the land.
Wow. Baba Joe, somebody said here, we are together. That is Didas, or is it Didas? I might say it wrong. And then I have somebody here, Julie says, I agree. I agree too about practicing both spirituality and Christianity. And somebody say both. Practice both.
Because there's no contradiction if you understand it.
Practice both. If you understand it, there is no contradiction.
There's no contradiction.
Wow, you have opened my eyes today. Well, we are coming back with our mother tongue section. And please subscribe to my YouTube page, MamaAfricaAnna. And also I am also going Instagram as MamaAfricaAnna. Also on Facebook, MamaAfricaAnna. I truly believe when you know who you are, there is nothing in this world you cannot achieve. There is nothing. And I think the issue with us as people of color is that we do not know who we are, because we have been brainwashed by modernity, by colonialism, by the white supremacists, and we have forgotten the source, our mother and father, Mama Africa. We're coming back. I'm sending you to Tolumide with Throwback as she celebrates her new music and her album. Listen to Tolumide, my sister friend.
Take me back in time. Old school throwback. When I had
That's Tolumide, my sister. And that's her song Throwback. I also want to promote our independent artists here in the United States, and Tolu is one of them. In fact, she will be releasing her new album soon. Once she gives me that information, I will share it with you, because I think she is releasing it live. And I wish she was here. She would tell us how we can, hear all the songs in that album. But this is Throwback by my sister Tolumide from Nigeria, living in the United States. Baba Joseph, before we go to mother tongue, somebody said that the two aspects we are talking about, African spirituality and Christianity, say one is brainwashing, the other is uplifting. One is brainwashing. That meaning, we talked about two things, right? Two elements, Christianity and African spirituality. Say one of them is brainwashing and one is uplifting. Is that true?
Yes, because traditional spirituality empowers you.
Yes.
From your innate condition.
Yes.
Because you're not born a Christian.
No.
It's something you acquire.
Yes.
From people who themselves are strangers to the faith.
Yes.
It was Africans in Ethiopia when Philip met the quote-unquote Ethiopian eunuch, reading the Bible.
Yes.
What the Ethiopian Bible was reading.
Yes.
Then ask him questions. Then the rest, you go read it in the Bible.
Yes.
So, who made you a Christian contemporary?
Yes.
Now, you come into Africa from Europe, coming to quote-unquote civilized African Church of Christianity, where at the time that Christ was living, was Europe existing? Were they Christians?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The Romans were in Africa, learned the Ptolemies, the Romans and the Greeks who came there and impersonate the pharaohs, took over.
Yes.
That's why you see in most movies, these people are casting themselves as the pharaohs.
Yes.
What is that? Fakery.
Fakery. Yes.
It's a shame. They have no qualm. They have no shame.
Yes.
About appropriating or misappropriating other people's culture.
Yes.
And incorporated into themselves and impersonating other false, what we call false prophets. If you are a genuine human being,
yes,
give credit where credit is due. Be honest, be genuine.
Yes.
When you come and steal somebody's garment and put on yourself and catch yourself or that person, that's what they say about you.
And there's no, you lose the respect. You also lose the respect.
If you are I don't even know if you want to call yourself a human being, but a true human being will not be behaving like that.
Yes. Baba Joseph, there is so much knowledge you have poured today. There is so much wisdom. People are clapping on for you here. They are live, Baba Joseph. You have gotten some followers. What do you have a Facebook so they can find you on your Facebook page?
Well, I'm going soon. Before maybe by next year.
You have a Facebook page, Baba Joe.
Yes, I do have a Facebook page.
His name is Joseph Ngwa. Find him there. And he's a master drummer. He will drum for you until your ancestors rise from the grave.
Let me say,
yes.
Sooner or later, when everything falls in place, I will have all this, my grandkids and everybody else come at the feet of grandpa. Let's have fun.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
With my kids. So when I live here, I know that I leave something for them to hold on to and continue in my footsteps. I know. Because I'm 76 years old.
Wow.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around.
You're going to have another 10. And Nataleje, listen, me and you need to meet so that we can prepare a big celebration for Baba Joe. Give him his flowers before he's gone. Please, Nataleje, call me.
See my children good from the babies. And let me say this to the audience out there.
Yes.
The drum. If you're anything, get a drum in your house.
Amen.
Okay. You don't need no instruction.
Yes.
The drum is your heartbeat.
Yes.
Okay? The external drum is the manifestation of your internal drum, which is your heart.
Yes.
And you know all the symbology that the heart stands for.
Yes.
God lives in your heart.
Yes.
It's a seed of love.
Yes.
And everything else, you measure it by the heart.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, the drum is the language and the power of Mother Africa.
Yes. And now, for those two proverbs, just give me one or two in your mother tongue.
Okay.
Yes.
The first one is Uwirimenim Uburko Nokuga Ijam. Which means when at home we have fireplace
Yes.
with wood.
Yes.
When the fire is extinct and all you have is wood ash,
Yes.
even dogs will go and lie in the wood ash.
Whoa. Wow, that is deep. Break it down a little bit more. So what is he saying about that ash?
If you fall asleep at the wheel,
Yes.
or a lion is disabled
Yes.
in the prairie,
Even
in the savannah,
yes. Even
flies will go and dance on its nose.
even the monkeys. Yes.
The monkeys.
Yes. Meaning, when we talk about what we are talking about, Africans should know the value of their culture, because the minute we look down upon it, somebody will grab it.
Listen, I went to Japan, and Japanese don't know how African they are.
Yes.
I took the director of Japanese Broadcast Corporation. We went to the tower in Tokyo. And I look at things there. I told him, this is this, this is this.
Yes.
Osaka.
Yes.
The city of Osaka.
Yes.
Is named after Osaka, the voodoo god of agriculture in Haiti.
Wow.
Called Osaka.
Yes. Of course, Japanese have even African names. Obama is found in Japanese.
This is what I'm saying. When I told him, you all are Africans.
Yes.
And I could feel the presence of ancestors right there. I could feel they were overwhelmed.
Yes.
Everywhere. And Japanese have their shrines everywhere in their backyard.
Yes.
You see? And I told him that the reason I'm saying this is to say that if you don't embrace yourself, and of course, it's not really our own making, but now we have to make an effort to go back to our future.
Yes. Go back to our future.
And then
go back to our past. Yes.
To underscore another
proverb.
Proverb is,
yes.
You know fufu.
Yes.
You eat fufu.
Yes.
What color is most fufu?
White or yellow.
Yeah, exactly. You say, abana ka fuomba ura kiera. Say when fufu is white, you don't need to shine a torchlight there to try to find out what kind of color
it is.
It is.
When fufu, when because we know the color of the fufu, you don't need to turn the light on to find the color of it.
Yeah. Don't look at fufu when it is white, or else the spirit will tell you, if you go to console, go to the shrine.
Yes.
To console, and you ask a stupid question to the shrine. The shrine would tell you, flip it back to you. Don't ask a question when you know the answer.
Hey! Don't
engage yourself.
Engage yourself.
And you will discover the answer. But don't too lazy to think.
Yes. We don't want to think. Sometimes people actually run away from their thoughts. Do you know that? They play music, loud music, watch Netflix. No one wants to sit by themselves to listen to what the Spirit is saying.
You have to spend time with yourself, and listen and feel the presence of God and the ancestors around you. They're talking to you.
Amen. Amen.
And then you, to those of you listeners, Google the 20th anniversary Million Mat celebration on Google.
Yes.
You will see some of the activities on the Capitol building.
Yes.
Okay. And then the 400 year commemoration in Hampton, Virginia.
For the enslaved Africans. Okay.
That was celebrated in Ghana. And you will see some of the things I'm doing over there live.
Wow. Baba Joseph, this has been amazing. People have been here. People are commenting. One guy said, that's why the colonizers banned the drums in this land. Because they knew the drum is the heart of the people. It is how God speaks. And so we are going to drum it up. We are going to finish with drumming today. As we finish with drumming, Mkenya Marekani said, nice one, tuned in. That Nataleja, you are my sister. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And before Baba Joseph closes the show, we are going to close with some talking drum, because talking drum is actually a drum that talks. I have seen Nigerians communicating with talking drums. Those who understand the culture know what it is. So when they say, when you know, you know, when you know, you know. This is Anna Mwalago, aka Mama Africa. We came to you from Kilimanjaro Studios. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. I beg you, hey, go there to MamaAfricaAnna and subscribe. Share what we did today. Go to my IG as MamaAfricaAnna, Facebook MamaAfricaAnna, TikTok MamaAfricaAnna, and please love yourself, love one another. Till next month, stay safe. And Baba Joseph, let's go. As we are going to end this show, I'm going to have the shekere, and Baba is going to have the drum. Let's do this.
Mother Africa, oh yeah. Mother Africa, oh yeah. Mother Africa, oh yeah. Mother Africa, oh yeah. Mother Africa means, oh yeah, means power to Mother Africa.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Power, Mother Africa, oh yeah. Mother Africa, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Mother Africa, oh yeah.
Mother Africa, oh yeah. Oh Mother Africa, oh yeah. Hey, you all get up there so I can see you all start dancing, rock it.